You are everything in one way or another, because when you get down to the roots of it, there is no separation in consciousness. This is all one entity that is experiencing oneself. So even though you appear to be a separate being right now, a separate individual, at a deeper level to that, you are rooted into this consciousness that is literally a part of everything. This is the imagination, or this is an astral realm of that consciousness that you are experiencing. And what this means is that at an individual level, we influence the collective consciousness. At a collective consciousness level, we influence the individual level. They are joined together, they are not separate occurrences. So everything that you do personally, everything that you feel, all your thoughts, your beliefs, your mentalities, everything that you experience, whether it's positive or negative, good or bad, does have some sort of influence over the entire collective. And what that means is that when this entire collective is influenced in one way or another, that means that the reality changes, because reality is a projection of the collective consciousness. So if the collective consciousness changes through every individual being happier or more positive or feeling more love, the entire reality starts to shift into a paradigm that accompanies those high vibrational emotions and attitudes and belief systems. So the actual foundation of reality changes to match what the collective consciousness is experiencing. Reality itself is going to become more high vibrational as long as a collective consciousness becomes more high vibrational, because reality is the result of this collective consciousness. It's not the other way around. So every thought that you have, every belief, every mentality, every emotion that you experience, every sensation that you have, these are all forms of energy that do have some sort of influence or effect on the collective consciousness. If you are experiencing a lot of suffering and negative energy and bad things, you are adding dirty drops of water to this collective body of consciousness that we are all a part of. And if enough people do that, or enough things do that through collective suffering and through all of these things that we can experience that we don't want to experience, all of these low vibrational energies that we can experience, the entire body of water is going to start becoming murky and dark and toxic, which influences the entire reality. But if you are experiencing high vibrational attitudes and emotions and sensations that are good for you, that are good for other people, you are wanting to actually help and heal and make the world a better place because you experience it, you feel good in yourself, then you are adding clean drops of water to this collective body. If we want to go down a heavenly high vibrational timeline, we all need to do our part to heal and help and make the world a better place. But we can just as easily go down a timeline that you really don't want to experience. This is why you have so much propaganda. This is why you have many powerful people trying to make the world a worse place, to try and keep you in this bubble of fear. They want to reduce your vibration. They are not dumb. They are dark, but they are not dumb. They know that if they can control everything and they can influence people to make them experience more fear and more paranoia and more hatred and more division, the entire collective consciousness will change to suit that darkness. So it is your responsibility to not fall into these games, to not fall into these traps that these powers are trying to put out there, because you are a sovereign, powerful God self. You do not need to fall into these games. You should be experiencing love and gratitude. It doesn't matter what is happening in the world around you. It doesn't matter what you are being told or what you are being taught or what the media is constantly blaring at you. This really doesn't matter. Life can be a beautiful place. Life can be a heaven if we treat it as such. And that is what we need to do. We need to start making life a heaven. Not just for you, but for your families, for your friends, for the people you care about, for every single person and entity and organism on this planet. This is your responsibility. So be very careful about where you put your energy, where you put your attention. It really does matter. Every drop counts of energy that you add to this collective consciousness. I recommend exploring your reality and doing the healing, doing the inner work, doing everything that you can to have a greater life experience. And why would you not want that? Why don't you want to have a heavenly experience on this planet? Because it is possible, and not only is it possible, but it is selfless. So make sure you do the healing. Make sure you explore your consciousness. You explore spirituality. You need to work on yourself. You need to get rid of this darkness and flush out these traumas and get rid of everything that doesn't serve you anymore. You need to go down that road of actualization and growth, because that is what is going to move the needle for the collective consciousness. And more so, it's going to move the needle for your own life. You're just going to have a much happier experience here.